What's going on, guys? So I promised that I would show you the engine mounts when they were completed, and there they are. I couldn't be more happy with the profile of this engine now. It sits exactly how I wanted it to sit in this chassis. It's nice and low, and it has the appropriate slope front to back. I mean, I hit it dead on. Not to pat myself on the back here or anything, but this is the first time I've made engine mounts or transmission mounts custom like this, to this extent. I have made some in the past, but they were really, really simple. But I'm very pleased with how this turned out and how everything bolted up. It's sitting on its own weight now. There's no more support, yay. But if you saw in the last video, all I really did was modified the factory SR20 engine mount bracket on both sides. And I built this custom reinforced box right here, as well as built this little plate, this overhang plate that's welded to here and up here. Don't mind that, those are not my welds, neither is that, that's factory welds. But yeah, that's all set up. And I'm running 94A polyurethane pucks. Yeah, they're super hard plastic. They feel like shopping cart wheels. So chances are they're gonna rattle the teeth out of my skull. I'll have to swap those out later with some 80 series polyurethane. I might even have to cast some myself just because it's a specific size. But I'm very pleased with how this turned out. Also, the transmission mount is money. I mean, look at that, boom, right in the center, perfectly level, looking good. So if you had a keen eye, you'll notice that the entire chassis is coated one solid satin black. 2 days ago, I epoxied the entire chassis from start to finish. The reason I did that, even though I still have some cutting and welding and grinding to do, is because I wanted about 95% of it to be done, because when I mount the cab in episode 15, there's gonna be some areas I'm not gonna be able to get to, and it's real easy to touch up. That stuff is very forgiving and it looks really nice, and it's, you know, satin black, so I'm not worried about it at all. But you might have noticed these blatant, shiny metal plates that are sitting here right now. That's episode 15 as well, but I can talk about it just a little bit real quick so you know what to look forward to. So I made these custom little circle plates that are sitting on top of the existing. So this is about 1/8 inch thick, and then these are 1/8 inch plates that I made. They're tacked in right now, and then I did the same for the rear. And what I plan on doing is taking this 2.5 inch DOM tubing that's 120 thousandths wall thickness, and using some of my new tools I'm really excited about. I got a metal cutting jigsaw and a portaband. So now I have a bandsaw. I've been waiting forever to get one of these, and now I finally have one, so I'm really stoked. But basically what I'm doing is I'm taking this DOM and I'm cutting it at 25 millimeters, and I'm making 2 pieces, one for this side, one for this side. And I'm gonna fully weld this on, and then I'm gonna fully weld that DOM on, and then I have another one of these that I'm gonna weld on top of that standoff, or the DOM, and that's gonna be my standoff. That's gonna be the exact height. It's about 1 1/4, and that's what factory is. That's how high up the factory bed sits from this plate to the bottom of the bed, to the bottom of the cab. That's 1 1/4 inch. So that'll be perfect on both sides. And then back here, I'm gonna do the same exact thing, except this is only gonna be 13 millimeters tall. And the reason being is because this actually sits up a little bit higher than that over there. Again, I'll talk more about this in episode 15, but I figured I'd just show you since it was kind of blatantly out there. But yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna get started on episode 14, which is pulling the diff out, welding it, cleaning up the entire axle, removing the old drum brakes and the shield and everything, putting on the disc brakes and getting the dual calipers and all the goodies on it. So getting that thing nice and cleaned up and epoxied and sealed back up with some good fluid in it, and we're gonna be money on that. So that's coming up next. But I wanted to get this video out there just so you guys can kind of see what's going down. So I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.